Hey, it's Gary Carpenter with Master Real Estate Academy, and I wanted to welcome you this week to our live stream. This week we are going to cover what is it we're going to cover today? Let me look here. We are going to cover the 4 C's to mastering the listing presentation. So we're just going to jump right into it. Again, I want to thank all of you that are joining me live, but also want to thank those of you that are taking the time to watch this video. So the first C is communicate. So when you look at that first C, to me, what that means is that that you need to make sure that you're taking the time. So if you're sitting here saying, okay, I'm taking the time to schedule this listing appointment, the seller has taken the time to invite me over, which obviously that's great. I'm grateful for that opportunity. So the one thing that you always want to make sure, again, this is in everything that you're doing. Today, we're particularly talking about a listing presentation, but when you communicate, you want to make sure that you are taking time. So you don't rush through the process. You don't rush through the questioning. There's no real agenda. And then you also want to make sure that you're constantly communicating with the seller throughout the process. Okay, so that's the first C. The second C is that you want to make sure that you're connecting. Okay, so you want to make sure that that you're ask them this: how are you doing? Or how can I help? Those are 2 great questions to ask anybody. And again, we're talking about a listing presentation, so you're asking the seller. And then you always want to make sure that you always want to make sure that you are more interested in what they're saying than trying to be interesting and talking about yourself. So be more interested than interesting. And then the next C that you want is you want to make a commitment, right? So a commitment to me always shows up in service and sacrifice, okay? And the way that you do this when you're working with a seller is you always under promise and over deliver. You always do what you say you're going to do, sometimes more, just never less. And that you always want to make sure you go the extra mile. Okay. So making a commitment, and obviously, if you're going to be married, you have kids, you're making a commitment to them. But at the same time, when you're talking with a listing presentation, is that, you're making a commitment to them, not so much to earn a commission, but is to accomplish what their goal is, right? So another core value is making my clients number one, making my clients number one goal, my number one goal. So, of course, you need to make sure that you understand what that is, and then you're going to commit to doing whatever it takes to be able to get that taken care of. And that's obviously making a sacrifice too. So, and then the last C is care, right? So I usually, again, caring is, there's a couple quotes that come to mind. One is, caring about what others care about is what caring is all about. Let me say that one more time. Caring about what others care about is caring. Don't you love live? So it's caring about what others care about is what caring is all about. And so again, you go back to that core value, making my clients number one goal, my number one goal, and really understanding what they care about and what they want to accomplish during the process. Obviously, getting the house sold is important, but you want to make sure understand how they want to go about that. So, because everybody's a little bit different. And then the second quote that comes to mind is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So again, it goes back to that. So that's really, I just wanted to jump on real quick. I was teaching some other classes, and those 4 C's are oldies but goodies, and they're timeless. And again, you can use those 4 C's not just in a listing presentation, but you can use those 4 C's when you are in a relationship with your spouse. in a relationship with your kids, or anybody. If you're running a team, managing a team, making sure that you're communicating, that you're connecting with them, that you're making a commitment to them, and that you're truly caring about them. So that's all I got. I appreciate everybody for showing up. And again, if you happen to be earning less than you wish you were, and you're open to an idea of receiving some help, I would love to learn more and about you. And you can call me anytime at 402-680-7000. Or you can also reach me on Facebook with a direct message. So again, thanks a lot for showing up, and we look forward to talking with you soon and teaching you something new.